Hello, happy new year to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Well, we are going to get into what we're going to talk about today, how to have a $1 billion company as a partner. I want to talk to you about that. Back in November, I shared a couple of opportunities that I had with Walmart and Amazon, but I want you to get a piece of the pie as well. And I want to talk about it with you. And not only that, maybe you can get contracts, maybe you can get government contracts. We're going to talk about, and we're going to begin to talk about this, all of this. This is going to be in a series. So I hope that you will stay tuned, and I'm going to do my introduction, and please share this out, listen to the replay, because this year in 2022, we're going to make it happen on another level. Okay. So we're going to do some things. You and we're going to make our generational wealth possible. Okay. So I want to share with you, first of all, to let you know who I am. I am Sandy. I am a business strategist, and I help you to start businesses. I help entrepreneurs get out of their head and get out here into the marketplace and help you to create and generate wealth. So this is what we're going to talk about. Now, I'll be back to give you a little. All right, I am back, and I have if I'm looking over here to my right, to your left, I'm on Instagram and watching them. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Thank you for being here, and Happy New Year, everybody. Watch out. Okay, I'm going on Clubhouse in a little while. You want to join me? If you got time, I'm going to do okay, all right. But anyway, didn't mean to say that too loud on these other platforms. But anyway, let's get right into what I want to share with you. I want to talk about you having an opportunity to be and collaborate with $1 billion, actually $2 billion companies. So if this is not of interest to you, well, guess what? You may still want to stick around to talk about your business. Okay. Now, first things first, I am getting ready to create a course on, it's going to be Launch Your Business in 21 days. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be giving you the special promo deal for that. And each month, as many times as years that we have possible, and we're going to have a private group that we're going to be meeting up at least once a week for a little while. So that's going to be for those VIPs, and I'll let you know the VIPs is going to be the one that's going to have access to that, because I want you to be successful this year. I want to be able to help you get your stuff out here in the world. Okay. Alrighty. Now let's begin talking about how that opportunity for being connected with one of the most, oh man, just it's unreal. Let's say that. I've been doing my work behind the scenes all year long. Haven't had a chance to be on live with you guys to kind of, nurture you over here, but I haven't forgotten about you. So okay, alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, most of us and most of you, I know you probably can't even wrap your head around you having the opportunity. Just think about if you go play the lottery and you stretch off a number and you stretch off maybe almost $250 million. Where would your mind be? What would you be thinking of? What would you be wanting to do with that money? Do you really have a goal? Do you have a plan? Well, this is the mindset that you need to have when you are embarking on business. Don't think small, because I'm realizing, there's a book, I think it's what is name? Thomas Friedman is The World is Flat, that particular book. And it's almost like now the business world is flat, and things are so much closer in the last 2 years than it can ever be for any of us, right? So, there's no more excuses. That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of you on 9 to 5s and you're working and, you're loving your careers, but you don't want to branch out, and everybody's not fit to be an entrepreneur. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. And I know those that maybe ain't have no clue, don't even want to fool with entrepreneurship, right? So, but what we're going to get into, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit before I just kind of start going over the steps and everything. We're going to talk about your mindset work. We have to get ready for any opportunity, whether it's the $1 billion company, whether it's just you launching your business, or you getting around, you starting a business, and you're getting you see everybody's telling you, get your EIN, get your LLC, get your bank account set up, your business bank account set up, the basic things. But it's more than that. Wouldn't you like to scale your business? Wouldn't you like to have your business scalable? Wouldn't you like to have your business on a scale that when you knock on a door, like I did with Walmart and Amazon, that you got the opportunity to do to work with them wherever, however in the heck you want to? Now that's a strategy for 2022. Now that's what you call making things happen. So in that process, but before you get there, there's always behind the scene work. There's that work, that unsexy work. And that's what we need to talk about a little bit. The behind the scene, the not so sexy work, the not so, the work that's just, it's in a sense, it's called the grunt work. Okay. A lot of people call it the grunt work. All right. So that's what it's called. All right. So with that being said, when you're behind the scenes working on the grunt work, man, you got to set up some things, and you got to make some things come together. You got to make sure that when you're getting ready to knock on these doors, that you can knock on these doors with boldness. You can knock on these doors saying, I'm ready. I got everything you required of me. I have things in line, at least the basics. But from here on out, we're going to work together, and, we're going to just gel and work on this relationship. And I'm going to give you everything that you require of me in order for me to be able to associate with you, something that you already have already laid out. I don't have to do the legwork for it. Only thing I have to do is bring my expertise to the table, and hi, magic can happen. Well, that's kind of like what Walmart and Amazon is giving you the opportunity to be. But with Walmart platform, it is not, it's early stage, but hey, it's not going to fail, not them. But what I'm telling you is, getting in early, you get in before all of the crowd and the noise, so, but there are some things that you have to do to get yourself prepared and ready. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some things that we need to do, like, setting up yourself for, like I said, getting your basics set up for your business, knowing what they require you to do, knowing the little setups that you need to do on the back end for them. That is very important. Having somebody or having a team, if you don't have a full team, start thinking about some folks you need to work with you, or find out how are you going to get that team. Well, that's what a business setup should be thinking about. A business plan. Most of you, if you don't know, I do a lot of business planning for my clients, and this is what I tell them to do. And when they get it, it's like almost the element of surprise. They didn't realize that it is a lot. It's a lot for you to embark on a business and be serious about a business. Okay. Be very, very serious, and everybody, I think we like to stick our chests out and say, yeah, I have a business. But do you have a business that's going to stand the test of time? Do you have a business that can be profitable? Do you have a business that it can make money for you in your sleep? So this is what you need to do. And this is the platforms that, if you're going to work with companies like Walmart and Amazon, they're not the only ones. This is what you need to do. You need to make sure you have all of your I's dotted and all of your T's crossed. And there are a couple more other things that I do want to say to you now. Like I say, this is not so sexy. People don't like talking about it. This is not that, you're not seeing me all over in the challenges and, you doing all this crazy stuff out here on the, when we get out here on TikTok and all of these other things and dancing and acting all monkey, acting ridiculous. And you're not, see, this is not your attention grabber in a sense, the way that, it can tickle your fancy and it's entertaining. It can make you feel good. It can give you that high, that dopamine high. No, that's why only 2% of the people in the United States are true business owners, entrepreneurs. This is why it's so few, because we, in a sense, we're not ready for that next level. At least a lot of us are not. And some of us are, And like I said, I'm not saying that you have to leave your 9 to 5, but also generating wealth. There's several ways you can do it. But for the sake of conversation, we're talking about entrepreneurship today. Okay. Alrighty. So don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm just, the messenger. And please don't kill a messenger. Yeah. So now, after you've prepared yourself for this grand opportunity, or if you're thinking about being a part of a grand opportunity like such as this, just partnering with a company, what you have to do is you have to get your I have a toolkit that you have to, it's a toolkit that I have on my, if you go to www.pushthedream.com, you'll see the toolkit. And there's also, I have a couple of free things that can get you started and get you set up like for your business, and just kind of helping you out to just really, really look, be the part and look the part at the same time as a business owner, and embarking on something. And I also give you a few little tips and things that I really don't share here. So, but if you're interested, you can have that. It's yours. And also, let's get back into sales campaign. Just talking about getting sales together for your, for whatever business, whatever company that you desire to launch. You need to make sure that you're thinking about your sales campaign. You're thinking about who is going to be your target market, who's going to be your audience for selling, who's going to be the person that that you're going to be trying to reach out to. And all of this stuff is so much more. It's so much more in depth with all of this. So, stay connected to me. And I think if you go to my website, and I have a place on there where you can stay connected. And when I'm doing webinars, or if I'm doing, maybe doing videos outside of social media, and if I'm doing emails, and sometimes I may do live, a live Zoom meeting or something like that, you can be a part of it. And then we talk more in depth. Then I can kind of show you on my screen what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. So stay connected that way. Now, let's talk about a little bit more about this team, this team that you need, this team that would be good for you. You have to have a team. You have to hire people. Maybe you can have subcontractors. Maybe you can find out, just find out exactly what you need for your particular, idea or your particular venture. And if you are getting connected with someone such as Walmart or Amazon, it would be very, very wise for you to make sure that you have everybody up and ready, ready, so where you can have a long-term relationship. And how you register your team. If it's employees, you need to make sure that you in compliance with state and federal laws when it comes down to hiring and things like that. So if you don't know how to do that stuff, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you do it. So, and then also you want to make sure that you have a relationship with a banker, have a relationship with a financial institution that's going to be, somebody that you can reach out to later, whether it be a business loan or, whether it just be some things that they may be able to help you with and tell you about later on that you don't know anything about. So don't give up on that. So Yeah, and that way you can stay abreast of what's going on, and then when the opportunity comes for you, you'll already be prepared. Don't be reactive, be proactive. Now, and then also, although you've connecting with someone as great as Walmart and Amazon, if that's the direction that you would like to take. But either way, even in business itself, marketing, finding the right people and knowing the right people that you're going to serve is so important, because you have to be ready for you. If you're going to stay in business, you have to be ready for it, and you can't be trying to figure out who your customers are. You got to just be strategic. You got to be laser focused, and you need to make sure that you are you're coming up with your strategies. And that's basically, business is not a hit and miss kind of thing. Business is a very strategic, very organized. Business is a very, very structured thing, in a sense, especially when it comes down to you getting people into your business. Now, you can be creative with how you're going to do it and your approach, and all kind of artistry and all kind of ways that you can do whatever you want to do for your business. But you can never get over the basics. And the basics are, you have to have people coming into your doors in order to be able to stay in business, in order to be able to call yourself a business. Because if you don't have these things, then you really won't be in business for too long. Okay, so those are some of the things that we need to keep in mind. And there's so many different compartments and so many different things that you have to do when it comes down to business. It's so many different layers that you have to do when it comes down to marketing. What are you going to do? How are you going to introduce them to you? Are you going to have a funnel? Are you going to have email connection or contact? Are they going to be contacting you through email? How are you going to approach that? How will you just set it up? How will you word things? How will you talk to people about your endeavors or your business approach? How would you reach out to the people that you want to connect with and want them to know about you? How would you do it? So that's a big question, when it comes to business and when you're in business. So be be intentional. Be very intentional. Okay. Be very, very intentional. Yeah. Yeah. So, I appreciate that. Yeah. I didn't see her. She probably is gone now. But yeah, but anyway, um, let me get back. Okay, let me get back. There we go. Alrighty. But right now, and then also after the marketing, well, not after the marketing, but continuing on with the marketing, you want to make sure that you have your branding. Not only your branding, meaning your colors and your logo and things like that. Having your branding about the mood of your company, the mood of your vision, your vision, and then going back to what I said earlier about building your team. You want to be able to get the people on your team that they want cause your business to go out the door because of how they treated customers or potential clients that's going to be associated with you and your business, right? So you don't want to have that and being regrets for how they treat others. Now, you definitely don't want to be, have to worry about that. So, and then too, one more thing I do want to share with you and we're going to talk about before I go is, yeah, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, one thing I do want to share, you, th- thank you, ma'am. One thing I want to share with you about also about you getting out there and letting people know you exist is getting out here in the social media world. You know, like I am here now. I'm on here because there's so many of us are on social media. I willing to bet you your company, your idea, your whatever. Listen, people they want to know, they kind of want to see you on video too. It's okay to just post and it's okay to connect that way. You got to know how You got to know how to connect with people, and you got to know how to use your social media correctly for business. If you want to have a presence for your company, have a presence for your business, you want to be able to use this platform the way it should be used, because it's not going away. Video is not going away. How you reach your customers and your clients is not going away. New technologies is not going away. Technology is in it, if anything, it's helping you to get your business out, and it's helping you to get your information out. So don't shy away from learning a little bit more about how social media can help your business. Okay. Now, and there are a couple of things else I want to mention to you before I go, and it's going to be one, it's going to be having the team together that you need. Now, what kind of team you talking about? I'm talking about you, maybe you're a CPA, your attorney, your business coach like myself, and having maybe other things and other people that can help you get to where you want to be. Get to where you want to be. Alrighty. Your business will need to have, you want to make sure you safeguard your ideas. Stop telling everybody what you're doing, people. Stop telling everybody what you do. I've had to share this with some close friends of mine in the past. Move in silence. Move in silence, okay? You know why? For one, it's a discouragement when you don't move in silence and then somebody tell you that your idea can't work and it won't work. Number two is that you want to make sure that you're protecting what you're going to do, and not saying somebody was going to steal your idea, but you just want to keep your mouth closed sometime and do the work. If you're out here doing so much talking, how in the world can you do the work? How can you be preparing yourself for the opportunity when you out here, you just constantly telling everything? You got diarrhea at the mouth. I'm serious. So don't do that to your business. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your vision. Don't do that to your future generational wealth. Don't do it. Just keep things a little quiet until it's time to talk about it. Okay? Maybe if you have your spouse or some things like that, significant other, sometimes it's still you need to kind of keep your mouth closed there. I don't know. But here again, those are a few things that I do want to share with you. How to have a $1 billion company be as a partner. You make sure you prepare yourself for that opportunity. If you're going to be connected with a $1 billion company, guess what that $1 billion company is going to require of you? It's going to require you of a little professionalism, if nothing more than the least of the basics. If nothing else, it's going to be the basics of professionalism. And that mean in the administrative side. It doesn't mean, how you looking and things like that. And that is a part of it. But you want to make sure that you have everything that they are requiring for you, of you. So that's all we're going to talk about today. We're going to get back in here, and I'm going to be going over some more things as in the next few days to talk more about it. If anyone have any questions after this video, please just leave me a comment. I can discuss, or you can DM me if you don't want everybody to see your comment and things like that. So reach out to me. I will be glad to, if all possible, I'll be glad to answer the questions. But just do remember, if you have anything about your entrepreneurship endeavor, I say keep on with your visions, keep moving forward, keep doing the things that you need to do to get to your next level. Keep your focus, stay healthy, take your vitamins, just stay free of illnesses if you can, okay? Keep your hands sanitized and clean, and remember, if you don't have to be out amongst so many people, just don't. Okay, at least for right now. Alrighty. Okay. Well, thank you for that time, and I appreciate you for being and talking to Be a Strategist, Sandy. I'm here to help my clients get their stuff together for the next level. And I'm here to get, I'm here, really, I'm here to help you to just kind of see and keep pushing you. That's why let's push the dream. You know, in times I talk to friends all the time that I just have to push the dream with them. I tell them, push that dream. You better do this thing. And, and talk to them. And you know what? I think they don't value they don't value my expertise because they don't have to pay for it, you think? But I'm seriously, they get me sometimes, and I can see so much for them, but they don't see it for themselves, at least, and believe it or not, they make excuses about it ain't the right time or this, that. No. Sometimes you gotta, and this is for somebody, maybe for somebody out here, maybe for one of you that is listening to this. Sometimes you just have to push through. Sometimes you just have to push through. You just have to forget the excuses and just take action. Small steps. Take action. And it'll put you in a different, it'll shift you around in a little different mood. And then it'll give you that momentum. Sometimes you get momentum. I know it because I've had to do it myself. I'm telling you. I know this because I've had to do this myself. It's happened to me. I've done, kind of like been hesitant on some things. And then once I put my one foot out, my left, then my right, and then, and just start taking action on certain things, man, that momentum is strong. Momentum is strong, people. We just sometimes, guess what? But we just don't even give it a chance. You got to give things a chance sometimes. I don't know who this is for, but you have to just give it a chance. I'm not saying you got to step out there in the ocean, but just do the prep. Do the work that's required behind the scenes. Just do the work. Okay. Alrighty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully, if you don't have any questions, I'll come back with some things that we're going to continue on to talk about this. Okay. Not necessarily, we don't have to elaborate on this particular with Walmart and Amazon, but I do want you to get out here and make sure that you, this year, since we're early in the year, focus on something that's going to help you get to your next level and push your dreams. Whatever that vision is, it's yours. It's your baby. Treat it and nurture it like you care for it. Don't just throw it away. Don't just put it aside. Don't do it. Because what's in you, you're going to have to do it. That's why I'm telling you, that's why some of us we just don't feel the best sometimes. When you're in your element, you must admit it. When you're in your element, boy, you're unstoppable, right? You're unstoppable. So I advise you to get in your element, and everything else will work out. But you got to take the steps. Okay? Alrighty. See y'all tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.